Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. This time it's on Israeli news and what's happening in the state of Israel and to the Jewish people. Messianic leaders in Israel record Isaiah 61 prayer for the release of the hostages in Gaza. A group of Messianic leaders from all the nation of Israel gathered in Kibbutz Sder Boker to record a song of prayer for the hostages as negotiations for their release falter. 8 in 10 Americans support Israel in war against Hamas, despite vicious anti-Israel attacks in the media on college campuses, finds Harvard poll. Ahead of Holocaust Remembrance Day, Israel releases last demographics of the global Jewish population, which is reaching a high of 15.7 million. Listen to that, all you who prescribe to the Holocaust and what Hitler did. There is now 15.7 million Jews in the world. Isn't that fantastic? Latest election polls show Benny Gantz strengthening as Netanyahu drops in support, which I think this is absolutely ridiculous. Benjamin Netanyahu has been the best friend that Israel has ever had, and for them to look for another leader now is absolutely, it's just the height of insanity. You need to keep the strong man who's kept you safe for these years in power because he wants what's good for you, even though all of the marches and all are against him. They're mostly paid and propagated up by the left. But Bibi will be strong no matter what. Southern Lebanon devastated after half a year of Hezbollah attacks on Israel. The buildings are in ruin and the dust is settling. Remembering Israel's Iron Lady Golda Meir, the country's first and only female prime minister. Golda Meir was like our own Margaret Thatcher. She stood up for the Jewish people long before the present age, and she was a great stalwart and a great friend of Israel. Kibbutz Be'eri announced the death of resident Dror Or, believed to be abducted on October 7th. Israel is winning the cyber war against Iran, says former officer of the elite intelligence unit. On the Rosenberg report, meet the most influential Jewish ministry leader in the world today, Dr. Mitch Glasser. Son of Hamas, Israel needs to enter Rafah, fighting for its very existence. Now that is the son of the Hamas leader, has come out and said that Israel needs to go in and take Rafah, because if she doesn't, there'll just be another generation of terrorists that grow up to attack Israel again. Blinken meets with Netanyahu, says US opposes Operation Rafah and hostage deal most effective way to relieve the suffering. Day 207, it's actually 209 now. 2 IDF soldiers killed in central Gaza, fighting as army awaits Rafah operation decision. Pentagon says more than half Gazan humanitarian aid pier constructed, which will be a landing bay for terrorists in the future. U.S. House overwhelmingly passes Anti-Semitism Awareness Act. Israel UN Ambassador Gilad Erdan blasts the UN for fueling anti-Semitism on US college campuses in fiery speech at the UNGA. Jews in Malmo, Sweden fear growing anti-Semitism, anti-Israel riots ahead of Eurovision. You can't fight anti-Israel media bias without fighting the animating ideas, says UK media expert. I asked evangelical leaders to describe the wrenching experiences of watching the 47-minute Hamas film at Israel's embassy in DC. During the Evangelical Solidarity mission we led in December, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee and I met with Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We and our colleagues also met with Netanyahu's public diplomacy team, some of the most senior communications and foreign policy advisors in highly secure IDF headquarters known as the Kiryat, Israel's version of the Pentagon, located in the heart of Tel Aviv. One request from an Israeli leadership was unmistakably clear. Would we do more to educate evangelicals in the US about why Israel has to fight and defeat Hamas in Gaza, and do more to mobilize evangelicals to stand with Israel, pray for Israel, and counter the malicious lies being spread about Israel in the media and on college campuses? Signs of life: two Israeli hostages shown alive in latest Hamas propaganda video. They just love to torture the Jews, and I hope the Jews show them what a strong right arm can do. Stay strong and survive, parents tell Israeli hostage Hirsch Goldenberg, Poland, after Hamas propaganda video. They're standing strong and hoping that their son rem- rem- comes home soon, and we all need to pray in that way. Hamas releases video of hostage Hirsch Goldberg, Poland, first signs of life since October 7th invasion. Biden condemns anti-Semitism at anti-Israel campus protests, says pressure won't make him reconsider his policy in the region. Both Columbia University president and anti-Zionist protesters have ties to elite-backed socialist movements. Hamas signals opposition to latest hostage deal proposal as Israel awaits official response. Colombia president announces breaking of ties with Israel, calls Netanyahu genocidal. Blinken says pathway to Palestinian state is the only way Israel-Saudi normalization will work. Israel defense company Elbit sells new air defense system to foreign client for the first time. These are some of the new. This is some of the news on Israel today. Come back again for another video where we will look at the news from the good news through the eyes of the Jews. This is my post for today. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.